Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for July 21st to the end of the month. We're going all the way. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump right in, Taurus, because I really want to welcome you to the season finale of the most bonkers month of 2025. This is it. There's some bonkers stuff that's going to happen for the next 2 weeks. And here's the thing, you're already feeling it, right? You're feeling that electric charge in the air. You're really going to feel it now because you've been adapting to this new era that we're all moving into. And I got to tell you, Taurus, it looks really good on you. So take a bow, take a bow. You've also been you've been going through some changes. You've been going through a lot of changes, especially releasing things that don't serve you well. And a lot of this is because of that rare, once a lifetime trine that we have right now, which I've named the Prism Portal. That's happening for many years, but we're focusing on the summer here. That's what counts. And this Prism Portal is all the outer planets connecting with each other at those early degrees. First time in modern human history. So it's official now. I mean, Uranus just moved into Gemini. That's locked in. So all the outer planets now really like their alignments, like you're feeling this. You're feeling change, okay? And nothing is holding you back because Pluto is part of it, right? Pluto is transformation. Uranus is in Gemini. You're reinventing yourself, okay? Saturn conjuncting Neptune in Aries, bringing structure to your visions. I mean, there's so much happening here. And remember, all of this is A, all about the collective, but also B, you fiercely owning who you are and you're spiritually evolving on your path to enlightenment and you're embracing this new by this pioneering spirit as a role model, as a leader, as a teacher, trailblazer, healer, hero, all of that. That's what's happening, okay? You're like Wonder Woman, okay? Jane Eyre, Indiana Jones, it doesn't matter, okay? You are Deaf Chunk from the Goonies. Like, it doesn't matter. You create your reality, right? But you are about to have one of the most interesting things happen out of all the signs, and I'm going to explain that. But you're moving into Leo season. You're moving into Leo season, and that's really fun, and it's all about the spotlight. I explained this in your July forecast. You're going to have a lot of emphasis here now. Big emphasis, home, family, real estate, maybe ancestry, roots, going really deep, parents, children, significant others, all of that. Yeah. But there is something interesting. We'll talk about it right now, Monday, July 21st. Right out the gate, you got Venus with the nodes. So Venus is going to be squaring the north node, south node. Yeah. We call this bending the nodes. It's a thing. It's a thing. Venus is your ruler. So yeah, you're going to feel this. Venus being in Gemini, your second house, that's your home. You're going to feel this. Now, north node is in Pisces, south node is in Virgo. We know this, but remember, the one thing that I want you to take away from this, and remember, I dropped these forecasts a little bit before the week begins. You may be moving into it now. The day before is when Mars is conjuncting the south node. So I told you last week, Venus is part of the mix, especially with the square that she's having, but I did not tell you about the squaring of the nodes. That's another thing on top of that. So this day has a little bit of a kick. It's a rare alignment. Venus with the north node in Pisces, south node in Virgo. Last time was 2006, 2007. So if you want to think back then, there could have been something here with friendships, with love, with family, with children, with things that your heart desires. There could have been something here with relationships, and it's going to happen again. Venus with the nodes of fate. Okay, so she's bringing something destined for you in relationships, love, money, creativity, peace, harmony, beauty, all of that. Venus is really looking you in the eyes right now, asking you, Taurus, what do you want for your destiny? That's what's happening because there's going to be some adjustments. So she's asking, what does your heart desire? Are you vibrating at that high frequency of love and compassion on your karmic journey? Because this is a fated karmic event that's happening that you're going to feel play out. All right. So just keep that in mind. Truly something here with the relationships, money, creativity, and modern comforts, self-worth, self-value, especially Venus being in Gemini in your second house. Again, that's your home. And the fact that Venus will be conjuncting the moon in Gemini this day, you're really going to feel this. You're really going to feel this. Some of y'all are definitely thinking about, like, you're really thinking about kids. You got the South Node in Virgo with Mars in your fifth, and like I said, Mercury and Leo in your fourth, but also we're moving into Leo season. You have a new moon in Leo. Some of y'all are possibly going to be having kids or doing something, maybe even buying a home, maybe even moving. But here's the thing. This is definitely going to be a day that you really feel, okay? Remember, it's at 19 degrees. Did I tell you that? I didn't say that. Mars conjuncting the South Node, 19 degrees. Now you got Venus bending the nodes at 19 degrees. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay? 19 degrees is the Libra degree. That's Venus's other ruler. Or, Venus also rules Libra. Y'all share Venus, right? So this really amplifies partnerships, relationships, harmony, peace, balance in relationships. And for you, yeah, it can also be work-related. Yeah, colleagues, employees. It could be health related, health professionals. There can be something here. Just know that you, and I'm not sure if you remember this, so let me just remind you, because this is kind of a big deal. Remember back in March, we had that another rare cosmic alignment, right? At the end of March, 5-planet conjunction moving between Pisces and Aries with a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Yeah, you remember that? The North Node in Pisces, all of that. That was the whole thing. And I told you that was the start of this wave of life changes. And things were changing, okay? Slowly, there were a lot of retrogrades. Even Venus, Mars, and Mercury, they were all retrograde, right? Around that time. So you're feeling it. You're feeling it. What happened at that time, March 22nd, Venus conjuncted the sun in Aries. So we had a Venus Cazimi. Just look back at your March forecast. That's a storyline playing out for you. It's still playing out for you. And so she was essentially reborn. She got a huge surge of energy. And it happened in Aries, which is the warrior, right? The pioneering spirit that we're talking about here, that leadership energy. So she's got a little edge to her now. You've been working with this new Venus. She's a little bit more like Laura Croft, the Tomb Raider, or Megan 2.0, whatever. She's got an edge. And here's the thing. You can't forget. And I think this happened in your birthday season. Let me double check. April, yeah. Okay. April 21st to the 23rd. Do you remember that? When Venus, Saturn, North Node, they all conjuncted in Pisces. And so there's another cycle that kicked off another cycle for you. Remember, everything is cyclical, and look back to your April forecast for that to see what was happening. But North Node in Pisces, your 11th house of your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, dreams. A lot of things happening for you. A lot of things happening for you, Taurus. That's still playing out. Yeah. That's also your support system, your network, networking, benefactors, allies, your squad, friendships, community, humanity, the masses. You're going through change, okay? Because that's all how you connect. But you're going through change. Venus is bringing you more change right now. She is in Gemini, where you are feeling very magnetic and social and charming, and Uranus is here. So you're experimenting, you're exploring, you're being curious, you're having your breakthrough. It's in your second house. So there's a lot of energy around relationships and money for you, but also the things that you value. And you're maybe having some moments of like, do I value this relationship? Remember, the South Node is letting things go. Yeah, it is in your 5th house. So just letting you know, all right? And I'm not saying that, it is what it is. But Venus is just saying, have your breakthrough. Well, that's what Uranus is saying. Venus is saying, go after what your heart desires. Make sure that you're being your authentic self. Mars is here. This is going to be strong, because the one other thing that happened last week around this time was Saturn and Neptune nearly 12 minutes away from each other. So they were so close to that conjunction, which is happening February 2026, the Great Reset, which is why I say this summer, prepare yourself, put yourself where you want to be by February 2026. Anyway, big structure, wisdom, all that, all these planets that are retrograde. So you're going within, you're reflecting, you're reassessing, you're thinking about your future in a long-term way. Inner wisdom coming out, all of that. You're awakening, all right? Lastly, Juno is in the mix. And she's very active for the next 2 weeks. Juno just happens to be, I've talked about her. She's Jupiter's wife, or Zeus, Zeus's wife. She is Hera in Greek. She seeks truth, justice, balance, fairness in relationships and commitments and contracts. She's Libra's asteroid. And this day, with Venus bending the nodes, Juno will also be there too, but she's going to be trining the North Node and sextiling the South Node. So again, there is something really big happening with partnerships, relationships for you. All right? Keep that. And contracts and legal matters. And, she will actually square Mercury in Leo. So there may be some words. I'm just letting you know. But it could just be you thinking about things. But just know, loyalty will be tested. And we'll talk more about it in the second spread. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your, neighbor or your husband, Ricky, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces will feel this the most, okay? And if you know your birth chart, your natal chart, you got any planets between 17 to 21 degrees in any of the signs that I just mentioned, yeah, you are really going to feel it. Now, Tuesday, July 22nd, welcome to Leo season, Taurus. This is really exciting, and I'm very excited for you because the sun rules Leo. So it's at home in Leo, all right? Meaning for the next 4 weeks, Leo season, you are going to feel this rush of optimism and passion and courage and that fiery spirit. And Leo also rules the domain of creativity. And so your creativity is going to be cranked up. We're talking right brain, left hand, all of that. You're going to really, really feel this. And the sun in Leo is the heart. So this is amazing. You've got that light inside you already. Let it radiate. You're going to let it radiate in a really big way, especially when it comes to home and family, because Leo rules your 4th house. So that's the domestic sector. That's your significant other, family, parents, children, all that. Real estate, home matters. And the sun in Leo is just naturally like high frequency. And remember, Mercury is in Leo too. And so Mercury is the mind. And so with the sun in Leo being the heart, you got this strong mind-heart coherence for the next 4 weeks. And you're going to feel very expressive and inspired and playful and loving and ambitious and even tapping into your inner child. That's Leo energy. And it's also living loud and proud. That's Leo energy. It's having the spotlight. I told you this. This is you showing off your talents, in your monthly forecast. The stage is yours. That's Leo energy. Remember what I said. You're not a backup dancer. You're not you're not an extra on a vampire movie. You're the real deal. You're the real deal. You're the main actor. This is your hero's journey. You're the main character. All right? And so I really, really want you to feel all this, okay? The sun in Leo. Be expressive. Have that spotlight. And again, a lot of energy around home and family. Now, the reason why this is very interesting for you is that you've got the South Node in Virgo, all right? And Virgo rules your 5th house. And Leo that's his home. He's the native ruler of the 5th house. So it just seems like when I say out with the old, in with the new, like you're really going to feel it for the next 2 weeks, because it just seems like there's one chapter closing in a really big way, and in order to make room for all this new stuff in terms of what brings you fun and pleasure. And you're going to apply that to your fourth house. You're going to have a lot more fun in your fourth house. Okay. And there is an expansion here. Like, again, a lot of you are having kids. There's also, like, you know, the fifth house, again, creative projects, creativity. You could be applying it to things that have to do with home. Maybe you're working from home, selling things online. Maybe you are an interior designer. Maybe you are doing something where, I don't know, you're redecorating homes, or, you know, maybe getting with a family and starting a podcast. Whatever it is, there's just going to be a lot more fun. And you're going to be a lot more creative in this area. But either way, it's just really exciting for you, because remember, there's a lot of other aspects happening, but just go forth on your journey and have fun with this. Okay. Leo season's fun. Now, you see on the same day, the sun in Leo will sextile Uranus in Gemini at 1 degree. There's something new happening, really, really big. And I love this. I love this for you, because you've got, this only happens twice a year. This is rare. But this is the first time with Uranus and Gemini. The first planetary aspect with Uranus and Gemini. It's been 84 years, so nobody has experienced this with the sun in Leo. Nobody on this earth, okay? Unless you're over 80. It's like a bolt of lightning, and it's surprising. There's unexpected surprises, and it's stimulating, and it's that breakthrough that I was talking about. It's very similar. I mean, it is like fire and air energy, so it's also like thinking outside the box. It's like when you have this great awakening. And again, with Uranus and Gemini, your second house, that's your home. That's your home. So there's something here with money. There's something here with relationships. There's something here with finances. Again, you could get unexpected news around this time. Okay? Or it's you exploring new things in terms of making more money, or doing something from home, about maybe starting a side gig, or it doesn't even have to do with home. It's just like there's just something here that's building your confidence. Yeah. And yeah, you may be getting something in your physical world, like a car or a lawnmower, something very nice. All right. But the big thing is like just having your breakthrough, and please do different things, experiment, do things that take you out of your comfort zone. It's in your second house. It's your home. You're comfortable here. But Uranus is saying, wakey, wakey. And also like, can you shake things up, please? Uranus and Gemini, remember, is fast and restless, and let's do this. So yeah, try new things. Go audition for Wicked. You know, try a Hot Pocket. Whatever it is, just get out of your comfort zone and expand your consciousness, okay? Shake up your routine. Now, the biggest thing of all is whatever you do around this time, do something that brings you recognition, okay? Whether it is like you want to be like known as like the super mom of your gated community. It doesn't matter. Just where do you want to be recognized? Because the fifth house brings that touch of fame, right? Remember, it's your spotlight. It's your stage. So there is a big window of opportunity here. That's what a sextile is, and long lasting, because the sun will trine Saturn, which is all about the long-term commitments. A lot of y'all are becoming healers too. You got Saturn, Neptune, Chiron, as well as Eris, as well as Ceres in your 12th. Yeah. So that's great. You're becoming spiritual healers, or doctors, or just healers. You're helping people. You're supporting people, even with the South, or not the South, but Mars. Remember, Mars is still in Virgo. And that's giving you a big boost of, yeah, I want to help others, service to others, but also in your fifth house. So again, there's something here that let's crank up the fun factor. And there's something here with love and true love, soulmate energy. And you're just planning a lot of things for your future. Okay. Creative projects. Anyway, I really love what's happening for you. And this is just really special. There's this big upgrade here. You got Sedna here, by the way. Yeah, I'll do another video on that. Sedna, it's been 12,000 years that she's here in Gemini, right along with Uranus. She's, a dwarf planet, just like Pluto. Big deal, right? So She's responsible for a lot of changes that's about to happen with humanity and consciousness and the world. But anyway, I love this. I love what's happening for you. And fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, will feel this aspect the most. If you have any planets 0 to 3 degrees in any of the signs, you will feel it the most. Okay? But remember, nobody's experienced this. Everyone's going to feel this strongly. The other thing is the moon will be in Cancer. And that's kind of a big deal. So I feel like, yeah, there's this nurturing side that's going to come out inside of you, but you're possibly going to be, you've got some things to say. Because Wednesday, the 23rd, because remember, Cancer rules your third house of communication. Yeah. And then Wednesday, the 23rd, especially in the home sector, and Mercury, the planet of communication, is in your fourth house of the home. So something around home, real estate, family. Now, Wednesday the 23rd, you got Venus and Gemini, square Mars and Virgo. 21 degrees. So I don't mind this. And I think I told you that in your monthly forecast. Yeah. You got Venus and Gemini in your second. You got Mars and Virgo in your fifth. So what's going to happen here for you, Taurus, is that this aspect makes you just do something. All right? Because there is a little bit of like tension between the two cosmic lovebirds that are not, you know, they're like one of those movie posters where they're lovers, with their, you know, arms crossed and they're back to back. But anyway, this is possibly going to be a breakup. Okay. I'm just letting you know. And if that's what you want, that's what you want, because it can also be a makeup. Yeah. So again, it's whatever you want. It's happening with the Venus bending of the nodes. Venus is love and relationships and your ruler. So just letting you know, because it's with Mars and Virgo, that's your fifth house of true love and romance. It's also maybe something here where you're seeing, because Venus and Gemini is the mind. So maybe it's a way that you're seeing something that's going to change. But please don't go on a date this day. You don't want to go on a date when Venus is squaring Mars. First date. Yeah. Venus and Mars are in Mercury ruled signs, and Mercury, Hermes, who's restless right now, Virgo energy can be a little restless. There's tension here that's building. So with that said, Mars being physicality, you're going to want to do something physically, right? You got to find ways to release that tension. I hope, and you catch my drift. Okay? I'm just letting you know. You're going to do it anyway. If that's what you want, right? Because Mars and Virgo in your fifth house of true love, romance, and also sex. So that's why I'm saying Venus square Mars, there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion that needs to be released, because this is an aspect. It's also like very like arousing and social. So even if you're not here for that, that's fine. It's still like fifth house. Remember, creativity. So there could be something here. You got to do something creative. You got to paint a crab on your wall. Like you just got to do something. You got to do something. All right. So creative projects, creative partners, there may be something here, colleagues. It is also a little bit of competition. It's competitive energy. So, but in a playful way. Remember, you use these aspects. Don't let these aspects use you. Because Mercury, once again, who's restless because he's retrograde and he's in Leo, which I just told you can be ego and pride. You're possibly going to want to say some things. Or maybe someone says something to you. And that could stir some things up. Remember, Mercury's retrograde. There can be some mixed messages, miscommunication, impatience, impulsiveness, a one-upper energy with this type of aspect, because Venus at this point is very like FAFO. How are you going to use this? Just be mindful, be responsive, not reactive. Don't flip any tables. Remember, you're on a karmic journey, okay? Everything has ripple effects. But anyway, a lot of mutable energy here, so there is going to be potential for some adjustments, change, activity. All right? And Judah's really active, okay? Just letting you know. So, partnerships, relationships may be a thing for y'all. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and fixed signs. That would be you, Taurus. Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are going to feel this aspect the most. If you have any planets 19 to 23 degrees in any of those signs, you're going to feel this. Now, Thursday, the 24th, hello, new moon in Leo, 2 degrees. This is happening around 3:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, New York City time. Convert that, please, to wherever you live in the world, because it is a new moon. And with new moons, when you plant seeds, when you set intentions, and let me tell you, Taurus, this is some fertile soil. You want to do it at the time of the new moon and after. That's when the portal opens, right? You know what? It's not like a full moon, right? So this new moon is bonkers. First of all, it's all about romance and creativity and children and your inner child as well. It's sextiling Uranus. So this is the first, again, in 84 years, nobody's experienced a new moon like this. Sextile Uranus and Gemini. It's bonkers. The fact that sextile Uranus, yeah, there's money, there's love, there's a lot happening here for you. And surprises, the unexpected, epiphanies. It really is just stepping out your comfort zone. There's something here where you're going to want to do something that's like next level bonkers. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Okay. I have to make this very clear. I hope that I've done it already. But the prison portal that I've been talking about all summer, yeah, for the summer. How I said, take action to be where you want to be by February 2026. Okay? Because, yeah, that's when we have the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees of Aries, the world axis, the Great Reset. That's a big thing that's happening in February, right? I've been telling you this week after week, okay? I've been even dropping little Easter eggs, making sure it's known. Now, there's another reason. Because this new moon in Leo that's happening here, the corresponding full moon in Leo will be in February 2026. So, this new moon is powerful and it carries you for 6 months, okay? You're on another wave, a cycle within a cycle. So when I say please take that action and how everything is leading to February 2026 as like this brand new life of yours, you really want to take action, especially with this new moon. And I look at my August astrology overview live stream. All right. I really talk about what you can expect next year. Okay. In regards to this. And the fact that next month we will have a full moon in Aquarius. All right. So this new moon in Leo, just to let you know, this is home and family for you, Taurus. Home, family, your domestic sector, the foundations of your life. Venus is going to move into Leo in August. This part of that's why I'm saying you've got, this story isn't done for you. And then when we move into 2026, when we have that full moon in Leo, yeah, and the South Node moving into Leo, and Jupiter moving into Leo, yeah, that's why I'm saying, please, I'm here to help. I'm doing this so you can set things up, okay? Where you want to be by February 2026, okay? You can create that reality now. So, yeah, and again, I talk more about it. There's a lot more to it, but look at the video. Okay, I'll leave it at the end of this video. But here's the reason why this new moon is insane. The sun is going to trine Saturn. Yeah. The sun's going to trine Neptune. Pluto trining Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune sextiling Uranus. Like, that's all the outer planets. They're all involved with this new moon. I mean, there's your prism portal. This new moon is baked into it. Like, you have to take, and they're all aspecting between 1 to 3 degrees of new beginnings on a new moon. That's all about new beginnings. You're leaving the old world, out with the old, in with the new. Please take advantage. Please set intentions. Please plant those seeds. Please take that inspired action. All right. I want the best for you. All right, Taurus. All right. Now, and yes. Oh, why? Listen, it's at 2 degrees. That's perfect, like grounded energy for setting intentions. What did I say? Planting those seeds in fertile soil. 2 degrees is your degree. All right. So this is great for you. It's Venus energy, Venusian. So it's something that's going to bring you a lot of comfort. Plant them seeds. Okay. This, remember, not only is a new moon, 6 months, that plays out for 6 months. Remember, I said it's trining Saturn. So Saturn's also helping you build that bridge for something long lasting. Okay? Or even you becoming like an authority, or, even a father, or, you know what I mean? Like there's, or, parental energy here as well, boss and all of that. But what I love for you is the fact that the sun and moon is trining Neptune. Like you're not going to get, like this is, please mark this in your calendar. You've got this super dreamy, enchanting, romantic, transcendent aspect with Neptune. We've talked about Neptune. This is all about creativity, compassion, your imagination. That's what makes us, that's what divination is. That's what makes us who we are. It's so soulful. Neptune being in your 12th house, that's Neptune's home. You're already good. All right. Remember, Neptune, I've talked about this vision. Your vision, visualize, visionary, vision boards. Maybe you will draw a crab on your wall. Whatever. Draw something on your wall. Take out a vision board. I've talked about visualizing. So I really love this new moon for you. Okay. And it would be very nice, Taurus, if you do some like grounded energy. I think you will. I mean, it is at your degree. Just, earthing, grounding, connecting with the ether, with Mother Nature as well. You being an earth sign, tapping into your chi, your prana, your chakras, all of that. You got this. And the reason I'm saying that, Taurus, is because the one thing about this new moon is that it will be opposite Pluto in Aquarius. So it's an opposition, 3 degrees. Yeah, I did correct my neck. It is getting dark, isn't it? So a new moon opposite Pluto. Yeah, Pluto in Aquarius, that's your 10th house. Yeah, but natively rules your 7th. So what does that mean for you, Taurus? It means that on the day of the new moon, you may not see eye to eye and have really intense emotions about something with career or something with partnerships and relationships. There may be some power struggles here. Maybe a boss, a VIP. Maybe there's someone you're not seeing eye to eye with. There's also like jealousy at play, moodiness. I mean, it's Pluto in Aquarius. Again, there is something here where it's a distraction. And as I always say, don't let anyone take your power. Pluto is power, so don't let anyone take your power. And if someone's trying to take away your power, like pull you into their low energy frequency, don't fall for it. But help them out. Pull them out, okay? That's what being human is, right? That's what we're here for. We're a collective, all right? And this is all for your higher self, the greater good. Just be your authentic self. You're going to be fine, okay? And know thyself, right? Socrates. The other thing is, yeah, Mercury will be retrograde during this new moon. That's fine. It's okay. What's happening for you, honestly? Just continue to go after the things you want. Your creative, romantic pursuits, career, whatever it is, that's fine. Okay. But I do get a lot of comments, and I did address this in the August astrology overview. Okay. If you have to sign something, especially a lease or something about an apartment or a house or anything that has to do with the home sector, family sector, anything, just know it's suggested you wait until Mercury's direct August 11th. If you can, it's fine. You're going to have to sign. You have to sign. I've talked about this. I've given personal experiences in that live stream. Just know you're still going to get where you need to go. There just may be a little bit of a detour. It just depends. All right. I told you I like this retrograde. It's a good one. Now, the other thing is, what else? Oh, yeah. Who is going to experience and feel this new moon the most? Well, it'll be the fixed signs. You, Leo, Scorpio, me, Aquarius. And I'm throwing in Sagittarius and Aries. So that completes all the fire signs. And I am throwing in Gemini and Virgo. Now, if you have planets 0 to 4 degrees in any of those signs, yes, in your natal chart, you will feel it. The other thing is for you, I feel like you are definitely going to have, you may have something come up with like relationships again on July 28th. We'll talk about in the second spread. Now, the other thing is Tuesday. Well, I would say from July 28th to the end of the month, because on Tuesday, the moon does move into Libra. Okay. And Libra rules partnerships, relationships. As you know, Juno is very active, seeking fairness, balance, truth, justice in relationships. We have an amazing error trine this day with the moon in Libra, but it will be square Venus, by the way. So just letting you know, and opposite Saturn. So we'll talk about that in second spread. I want you to know the bigger thing here, Wednesday the 30th, Venus will move into Cancer. You're going to love that. We'll talk about that next week when we do August, okay? Because that you feel that more in August. And then Thursday the 31st, I love this, Mercury Cazimi. In Leo, we're halfway through the retrograde. Now, this is when you have that refresh, that reset, you know, clarity, light bulb moment, especially about something that may have happened the first 2 weeks of July. Okay. This is great. It's not it's not like a perfect Cazimi, but it's still like amazing. It can be also like ego check. Yeah. Because it is in Leo. So it's, you know, it's also, again, just maybe there's something here, that you missed while Mercury is retrograde, and it still will be. Yeah. But comes to the surface, okay, because it will be squaring the moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio is your opposite sign, therefore partnerships and relationships and legal matters and contracts. So there can be some secrets coming to the surface this day. Okay, Taurus, I had to put on a lamp. Hopefully you can, like, it was getting dark. All right, so let's do this. All right, so Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 21st to the end of the month. All right, Taurus, I do a traditional call to cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Taurus, you know that I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. And I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever done. It's gotten so dark. I don't think I've ever done one this late. But anyway, it's been a week. Anyway, all right, let's get started. All right, Taurus. Yeah, don't even like. Don't. You're good. AF. You are so good. Yeah, there may be some adjustments with partnerships and relationships. You got the Six of Swords. There you go. All right. You had an amazing spread last week, didn't you? You did, yeah. So, that's all about the mind. Even circumstances that you're in. Listen, Mercury's retrograde, right? This card is attributed to Mercury. It's actually attributed to Mercury in Aquarius. So there may be something here with career. There may be something here with the way that you want to be perceived. There may be something here with, you know, anything like achievements, is whatever it is, like anything that may have happened or has not happened, right? You're just like, okay, I'm moving forward. It happened or it didn't happen. Didn't matter. I'm moving forward. Can't expend my energy there. Yeah. With Mercury retrograde, whatever it is, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. So I love that. It's like moving into this better mindset, right? Whoa. You got the King of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. That's you. The King of Pentacles is attributed to Taurus. You're feeling good. You're in the zone. Look, you even see your symbol, right? The bulls in his thrones. The richest king. But this is someone who's very practical. He's very pragmatic. He's very grounded. He's earthbound. He's definitely a protector. Yeah. So remember, you have a lot of family energy, and then with a lot of you becoming like authorities. But anyway, this is a lot of wealth. And when I say wealth comes in a lot of different forms. You would know that Venus is your ruler. So wealth and family, wealth and, you know, career, wealth and like literal wealth as well, right? I mean, you do have Venus in your second, so. That's great. You have the planet of money, your ruler, in the second house, which is your home, which is all about finances and money. Amazing. All right. So it looks like money looks really good for you. And this is like really owning your wealth. And there's this huge abundance and flow. And you can even see that here, right? In his robe. It's like integrated in his harvest. Like you can even just, like he's integrated into his wealth. So Congratulations. That's a lot of great success. Now, you do have that Knight of Cups in your challenge area. It does look like there may be some adjustments. This is the Knight in Shining Armor. So, yeah, there may be some adjustments, maybe some endings of relationships, maybe some makeups, like whatever it is, whatever you want. But there may be something here. All right. There's also something where it just feels like visions are not aligning with someone else. And again, it can be even creative partners. Okay. So bear that in mind. He has the wings of imagination, the wings of Hermes, like even like that mercurial energy is here, even here. But anyway, just keep that in mind. It may even be like creative partners as well, but there is maybe not seeing eye to eye with partnerships, relationships. Now, 10 of Wands, yeah, you're ready. You're just like, oh, okay, I gotta just, 10 is the end of the suit, and he's carrying a lot of wands. Yeah, there's a lot happening up there where you're thinking, okay, there's a lot going on, and I'm ready for it to be over, all the hard part. So, yeah, it's gonna be okay. Look, I mean, you got the star in the root of your spread. Like, let me just see something here. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, there's a lot of changes happening. As you can see, that 10 of Wands, by the way, is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is rules your eighth house. Again, partnerships, relationships. It can be even like building wealth, whatever it is. It's like you're ready for the hard part to be over. You're ready for this new era. It is a 10. When 0 goes 1, new beginning. You also have, and for a lot of y'all, it's ending, but you got to take that action. You got to drop a couple wands, right? The star, the root of your spread. Yeah. You had it last week. I mean, like, it's now in your main spread. It's now in the root of your spread. Like, you feel it. You feel it. You feel connected to your future. You've got all this wisdom with all these retrogrades. It's happening. Like, it's happening. You feel this freeness, this freedom. You feel really great. This is amazing. And by the way, the 8 stars, they're all 8 pointed. It's card 17. 1 plus 7 equals 8, referencing the strength card, which is Leo. So really amazing. And that Aquarius, this is an Aquarius card. Yep. So remember that that is Aquarius is, ruler of the 11th. You have the North Node in Pisces in your 11th house of your future hopes, long-term goals, and wishes and dreams anyway. Like, your things are happening for you. You see that clearly here. And then you have the High Priestess. And I'm actually not surprised the High Priestess came out, because you do have these strong activations with not only the retrogrades. There's 4 retrogrades with Chiron active as well. That's all about going within, all about that inner wisdom. It feels like you're doing it anyway with the star in the root of your spread, which is a lot of healing too. And you find that here with the High Priestess. But you do have Saturn and Neptune in your 12th house of your 12th house. Of the subconscious is what I meant. So, yeah. So there you go. That's amazing. Don't be afraid to go deep. You're going to be going deep. It seems like you're going to be going deep. She is going to protect you. You're fine. But a lot of you are becoming, remember, healers. You're becoming a lot more psychic. You're becoming even like, you do have, just even with that 8th house, like, yeah, you're becoming a lot more like yourself. Your consciousness is expanding in ways that you couldn't even imagine, because you are exploring a lot of the unknown. All right. And even your subconscious. Now, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Taurus, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What is going on with y'all? There's so many great things happening. A lot of y'all are moving, or buying property. Excuse me. And I love it. All right. So this light, you see me squinting because this light is like, I'm just maybe that'll, I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. You're good. You're good. It's like, what is going on here? Okay. Yeah. I'll give you a little. I feel like I need to put on sunglasses. Or I could just turn that light off. Anyway, you got the full. You're amazing. You're good. AF. Like, what is going on? What's going on? You want this new journey. You want all these new things. You're ready for this brand new experience. and you're on the brink of it. It's like you can feel it in the air. Yeah, I love this. Okay. And the Fool is taking risks. Remember, you have Uranus and Gemini in your home, right? The second house. So taking risks when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, money, finances, comfort, like just doing things that, well, I've never explored this before, seeing things in new ways, but, building that confidence. Second house is self-worth, is self-value. You got the Queen of Wands in your self factors area. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is insane. Okay. Can you see? You can see it all, right? Okay. So the Queen of Wands, she is an entrepreneur. She is a businesswoman. She's like the CEO. She should be on Shark Tank. Like, she's like a wealth magnet. She attracts anything that she wants, she can get. You've got her in your corner. There's someone opening doors for you. There's something happening for you here. There's something amazing here. Okay. And it could be you. Remember, there's a lot of you it's so much career, focus on a career, but so many like new things happening for you. So there may be someone that you're going into business with. There's someone that you may be doing something that, requires a lot of passion, or you find someone that has a lot of passion that even inspires you. Whatever it is, this is amazing, okay? And then remember, you also have, you have the Death card. So I'm just like looking at it's just another week that, okay, Death, yeah, you want the change? It's coming. You want change, you want change, you want change, you want change. You're having it. You're having it. This card is all about change. And it's all about change, okay? And then you have the Six of Wands in your final outcome. Like, this is, what did I say about being recognized, recognition? This is a card of eminence. It's rising above. It's success. It's victory. You won. You got it. It's a procession. People cheering for you. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. It's standing ovation. It's applause. Like, you're good. You're absolutely good. This is a Leo card. It's actually attributed to Jupiter and Leo. So there you go. I mean, career, success, work, profession, even just whatever you're passionate about, your passions, there it is. But then again, for a lot of y'all, home, like just being recognized for things in the home sector, home, family, real estate. Like, this is huge. I can't even believe what I'm seeing. Like, you see that, you got like 3 pip cards. Yeah, look at that. And I mean, that one's just basically a new beginning right here. But anyway, I mean, oh my goodness, this is wealth. This is a lot of wealth, but this is just like, even that merging of physical mind, higher mind, that's all here. There's this energy of like you having this huge like self-belief, like, yeah, of course I can do that. Yeah, like that confidence. And that's Leo energy anyway. I've told you that. That's like confidence, courage. It's like, yeah, self-belief. It's all of that. Like, you're good AF. I love this. I love what's happening here. And it's like, just continue to have that change, manifest that change that you want for you. Even if there's one last thing I'm going to show you here is that even with the Fool and the Death card, right? You look at and this has been happening in a couple other signs, which is really exciting. But you see that here in the Death card, in his helmet, he's wearing the red feather of the cap of the Fool. And so there is this sense of like death and rebirth that you're seeking, this new cycle in your life. All you got to do is make it happen and take that risk. And you will, because you believe in yourself and you trust in divine timing and fate and everything happening in your favor. The stars aligning for you. Like, you're good. You're confident. You have nothing to worry about. You're good. It's just, this is like, yeah, I'm like ready to, out with the old, in with the new. Amazing. This is actually probably, I know I probably said it last week, but yeah, probably one of your best spreads. This light is like right in my eyes. So anyway, I'm just looking at the camera now. Okay, great. You can see. Great. Perfect. Okay. You want to take a screenshot? What do you want to do? Okay. Anyway, Taurus, thanks so much. Next week, yeah, we're going to go into August. It's a fun month. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Anyway, tier 3 members, yeah, I'm going to bring up some aspects for you, and then we'll do a spread just on the new moon. Yeah, we're going to isolate that. That's a big one. All right, so, yeah, we're going to isolate that. That's a big one. All right, so, tier 3 members, yeah, I'm going to bring up some aspects for you, and then we'll do a spread just on the new moon. Yeah, we're going to isolate that. That's a big one. All right, so, tier 3 members, yeah, I'm going to bring up some aspects for you, and then we'll do a spread just on the new moon. Yeah, we're going to isolate that. That's a big one. All right, so, Anyone's welcome to join. Tier 3 members. You know where to find the link. I'm excited. All right. Taurus, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.